Have you ever seen that like rock that looks like meat?
Meat rock?
Welcome to the Nasty Labs podcast, legally the best podcast. We're the podcast from Game Studio Chuhai Labs, where we talk about games, game dev, Japan, and whatever else comes up. So, as always, we're your hosts, Kinsey and Mark. So, open yourself up a Chuhai and let's
go. Kinsey, Burke, how the hell are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic.
Good story, dude.
Yeah,
That's show over.
That's a wrap.
Hey, it's been what seems like a fortnight since we've last had our show.
I mean, just about.
What's new with you right now? Tell the new viewers and listeners what's going on in the life of Kinsey Burke. It's summer. It's end of summer.
Yeah, it's so weird because it's like October. It like start of spooky season.
Yes.
But it's like still like 90 degrees outside or like 35 for the rest of the planet.
Yeah.
And like, so it's still so hot out.
Yeah.
But of course that means it's Oktoberfest season.
Ooh.
So I've been going to quite a few beer festivals, and you actually were at one small one this weekend that I was at as well.
That's right. I'm less of a beer connoisseur, but you know what? It's time. You got to get out. You gotta try to you go to a lot of beer fests. This is, hey, listeners, this isn't planned, but whatever. All right. You go to a lot of beer fests, like small, medium. Have you ever considered, like, when are you going to Munich?
Oh, that would be really fun for like the Oktoberfest.
The official, the longest standing beer festival of all time.
Yeah.
Like, has that been on the docket? Like, is this a life goal?
I don't know. Yes and no. Like, of course I want to go. But, like, whenever I see photos from it, it's, like, so touristy and so huge and so busy and so many lines. And I'm like, ooh, man,
you don't want to wear, like, a dress and then your husband wear
a drindle?
Your husband wear lederhosen.
That'd be pretty sweet.
And, like, everybody's got their arms around each other and they're all singing, like, one particular German song over and over and over again. That doesn't sound appealing to you?
Do the chicken dance?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that sounds awesome. So you've been going to a lot of beer fests. We went to a small one at a shrine recently that was dope. What's the next big one coming up for you?
I think the next big one is up in Tokyo in November. There's the American Craft Beer Experience.
Toktoberfest.
Toktoberfest.
Yeah, the American experience. So you're gonna take the train up to Tokyo to have American beers.
Yep, correct.
Hell yeah,
correct.
dude. Hell yeah, that's gonna be dope. Like, how many beers do you plan on drinking at this? You're going all the way up there. You may as well try quite a few.
I'm gonna try as many as I can because, like, when I looked at like the list of American breweries that are gonna be there, there's like one that was 2 blocks from my old apartment that I went to all the time that I haven't had obviously since then.
You need to catch up.
Exactly. I got
work to do.
Got a lot of time to make up for.
Is there anything else happening while you're gonna be up there for that one?
I don't think so. I'm staying at the hotel right next to the shit, and it's gonna be great.
Okay, all right. If you had to guess how many beer festivals you've been to this year, 2024.
This year?
Yeah, how many?
Maybe 10?
10 beer festivals.
That might be pushing it.
We're in October now. That's at least once a month, based on that math.
Yeah, they usually happen in clusters. Like,
right.
There's like a bunch in spring and a bunch in fall, and not that many in summer.
What makes a beer festival?
What makes it?
Yeah, because like
as opposed to just drinking on the street. Like
no, I mean, like what's the festive part? Like because it's a bunch of booths. That's cool.
Yeah. It's kind of like a video game convention, but beer.
Yeah, it's like almost a trade show, they're just advertising, really. Yeah. Well, the one we went to was pretty sweet. In the shrine, and there was local punk rock musicians playing traditional songs. Which is pretty sweet to hear, like, them play like the classics, sukiyaki and things like that.
And he played some Christmas music.
And Christmas music,
just
and like
for the vibes.
Like he's got neck tattoos, but he's out there keeping it real. I like those events. They're quite pleasant.
Yeah, that one was really, really fun. It was like the Kyoto Sain Oktoberfest.
Right.
It's great.
Why don't we have a
Chewtoberfest.
A Chewtoberfest.
Chewtoberfest.
Why don't we have that? Why don't we have a beer fest for you? The Kinsey's beer fest exclusively at Chew High Labs. I'm serious.
And it's just me sitting in the studio by myself with craft beer.
Celebrate!
Yeah, I'm like, yay, Chewtoberfest.
There's like vomit everywhere.
And speaking of vomit, we have a great show lined up for you, starting with What Up, where we talk about what we're playing. And then we're going to slide right into the main topic, and then news, and then we'll answer your questions from Discord. And now it's time for whatever we talk about, what we're playing.
We've never done that, by the way.
Mark Lentz.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I think we're both playing something pretty exactly to our character right now. I'm playing a game by Retroware. Our friends over at Retroware sent me a code for their latest game called Iron Meat. And Iron Meat.
Good name.
It is a good name. It is Iron Meat is a side scroller. I think they use the word Contra-like. But what they should say is it's Contra, and it's the perfect Contra 3. So Contra 3 for SNES, Alien Wars, one of my all-time favorite games. This is the much more hyper-violent version of it. There's blood everywhere, but it's never like overly gruesome. It's like a kid could still play it. But,
like the pixely blood.
Yeah, it's pixel art. It's just a Contra game itself. It's got 9 stages of absolute glory. The story, I don't really know what the story is. A virus gets out, whatever. And the second boss, for example, is an anthropomorphic giant meaty train.
Meat train.
It's a meat train. The third boss is a Russian Hind helicopter filled with meat.
A lot of meat.
The fourth boss is something meat. Everything is gross and like.
Is it like drippy meat, like visceral?
It's drippy meat, and but it's still cute.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-player game, a 1 or 2 player game, and just like in Contra, you can get the flying pickups to make your weapons, whether it's a spread fire, an automatic, a laser. They're all the same.
What's your player character? Are you like a soldier, or
you're a soldier? Yeah, but I think like there are unlockables that look like a Master Chief and
cool.
And
the Meat Militia.
Yeah, the Meat Militia, and the music is hard rock and roll, and it fits perfectly. I am enjoying every second of it. I want to thank Justin Silverman for sending that over to me. I didn't ask for it. He sent me a little quick message and said, "Hey, try this out."
Hell yeah!
To be honest, I didn't. I thought it was going to be Contra 3.
Yeah,
and it is, but it's better. It exceeds my expectations up and down. There was only one issue I had with the entire game, and it's such a minor issue, but I will call it out. When you're playing the game, there's that awesome rock and roll music, but if you press the start button to pause the game, it immediately goes to a loud pause music, and there's no. Honestly,
it's just jarring.
It's a little jarring. That's the minorest of complaints because everything else is so good. But I do pause games, and it's just kind of like, all right, bro, come on, like. And it's also jarring because then when you unpause it, it goes right back to where you were in the song, and it's just kind of strange. But some other things that I really like about the game are. When you pick up a weapon, be it like a spread fire type weapon, if you pick it up twice, it upgrades it.
Cool. Like 2 separate ones. You can't like pick up a weapon and drop it and pick it back up again.
No. So what you can do, just like Contra 3, basically you press the R button, and you have like a capacity to hold 2 different weapons. So if you happen to have a weapon and then pick up a weapon, it erases whatever you're holding. So you always want to switch it out, basically. Another cute little nod is you start with 30 lives, which that's a nod to the original Contra, the up, up, down, down, A, B, select, start code. That gives you 30 lives. So you just start with it. So that's cute. I haven't even tried if the Contra Konami code works. I imagine it does.
60 lives.
I imagine there's something in there. I just hadn't even thought about it until now. But overall, I'm on stage 8 of the 9, and I'm gonna beat it this afternoon. It's fucking great. If you like Contra games, this one is for you because it's Contra.
Meet Contra.
It is. It's Contra 3 too.
Yeah.
It's not Contra 4. It's Contra 3 too. Contra 4, great game. Anyway, I love these kinds of games, and I'm really happy that Justin sent that over to me because I don't think I would have given it the chance. And there are a lot of great games out there. I just don't think I would have. And now I'm like, oh, this is the shit, and this is for people that like these kinds of things. So check that shit out. Kinsey Burke, I think you're playing something cool. What are you playing?
Yeah, I'm playing the new Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Oh.
And I love it.
Go on.
So it's a similar art style. Well, similar. The same art style, basically, to the remake of Link's Awakening that came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
And so it's like super cute, very like miniatures and toy-like.
Right.
It's really great. But this time you play as Zelda.
Who?
Right? Zelda.
The Legend of Link.
It should be Legend of Link, Echoes of Wisdom.
That's cool.
But it's really, the combat is really, really fun because when you think of Zelda, you just think of, swinging swords, arrows, boomerang, that kind of thing.
Right.
But Zelda herself can't really fight. And so she has a power that you can basically make echoes of objects. So it starts out being very like boxes and stuff, stuff for like platforming.
Does echo mean copy?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Echo is just a copy.
Okay, got it.
But you can also do the same thing for enemies. So then it becomes a little bit Pokemon-y in a good way.
Right.
Where you like get these stronger and stronger enemies, and then you just like send them, like stand back and send like your minions in to do the work. And there is a swordsman stance, so you can help and fight a little bit.
Right.
And it's really, really needed on like things like bosses.
Right.
But you only get it for a little limited window of time.
Okay. It's like a power up as opposed to
basically.
like a one-time use sort of deal.
Yeah, so once you get like the sword in the beginning, it's basically like, I guess, like Shadow Link sword that you find.
Right.
Because it's very like Link to the Past.
Got it.
So there's like the two worlds.
Oh, cool. There's a Dark World type thing, and then okay, that's very cool.
Exactly. And so when you first get it, you can use it for like 12 seconds, and you're like, wow, great.
Right.
But the more you level that up, it becomes much more useful. Because
Cool.
at first I was like kind of upset about it, where I was like, man.
Right. Is it more or less like a last ditch effort kind of thing?
Yeah.
Or
And I think on some of the bosses you like kind of have to use it.
Got it.
But other than that, and Link jumps higher. So sometimes I'll switch to Link, jump, switch back to Zelda.
Oh, so
just because he jumps higher.
Oh, so when you use your sword, you're Link.
You're basically Link, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
You put on like the little Link outfit, but you're still Zelda.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What's the plot?
The plot, well,
More or less.
Link is basically stuck in this equivalent of the Dark World.
Right.
And you're trying to save him. He's basically fighting his own battle while you're doing the battling in the real world and occasionally jumping into the Dark World.
Do you have to fight Ganondorf? Is that what this is about? Do you know?
It's Blue Pig Ganon.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
The classic one.
The classic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, classic pig's back.
So it looks like I've only seen the trailer. It looks a lot like Link's Awakening remake, obviously. How's it sound? What's the music like? 'Cause
The music's really good.
okay.
It reminds me a lot of the Link's Awakening music, but it does have a lot more like Zelda themes in it.
Okay.
So I believe the Hyrule Field music has a little bit of Zelda's Lullaby in it and stuff. So like, it's very tailored for her.
Got it.
It's pretty good. I've
Okay.
I've been really enjoying it, and I really like how it's kind of mixed between like Link to the Past and then like the modern Zeldas. So it's kind of the Link to the Past map, but there's like the Zoras and the Gerudo and the Goron and all of those guys are there.
Got it.
It's pretty sweet.
Did you get your Zora flipper?
I did.
Okay. All right. So you can swim.
Yep.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Well, you can swim without it. It just makes you swim faster.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really fun though, and I've done the first 2 areas, and yeah.
Is this a collecting game a little bit, or
Yeah.
because you mentioned the Pokemon element of like enemies? What like how do you get a new object to copy to Echo?
So for an enemy, whenever you defeat an enemy for the first time,
Right.
it'll like pop up a little thing of it, and you can go learn it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So and that's what's the currency to use that? Like
You just have like, so your little guy, his name's Try.
okay.
Try? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, dude.
It doesn't matter. tree, whatever. And because you know how like in all Zelda games you have like the little friend like Midna or your fairy friend and all of those.
Right.
You have like your little helper.
Tinkle.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, so this one, it's Try, and it's like a light, I don't know what the fuck he is. He's a light being from the dark world or something.
Okay.
And so the more you level him up, the more basically things you can make at a time.
Okay.
So right now I can make 4 things at a time.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so it's
and
more about the objects on the screen as opposed to like you can't just like spam a whole lot of these things.
Yeah, yeah. And some are worth more points than others. So like a really powerful enemy is going to be like 3 or 4 points. So then you can only have one out at a time.
I see. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. But I also feel like I defeated this really powerful enemy, but I just kind of like hid. Mm-hmm. And then like every time one of my moblins died, I just spawned another one. So I was like, go, 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 go. And they're like dying as fast as I can put them out.
I see.
So I do that. I get in that kind of situation a lot.
That's funny.
And it's really funny.
So is the game more linear? Like can you go to any place that it allows you at any point?
You can basically go anywhere. Like it's very like open worldy. There's obviously places you can't like reach yet because you don't have the right item or things like that. And story-wise, you can kind of go... It has, like, that almost illusion of choice. Like, in the beginning, you can go to the Zoras or the Gerudo. It doesn't matter which order you do them in.
Right.
And then, yeah.
So it naturally funnels you into a linear story without really knowing? It's
yeah.
Like, okay, I like that kind of thing.
I really like that because it's a lot less overwhelming, but you have that, like, feeling of this big open world that you're exploring. And I love that feeling so much.
Yeah.
And I really like going through and, like, I found, like, the Eastern Palace and stuff from Link to the Past, and I'm like, oh, like, some of the stuff is still there. And
oh, is it on the map of Link to the Past?
I'm pretty sure it's basically fashioned after it, because obviously they had to change a few things, because they have, like, you know, the Zoras and stuff, and all the, like... all that kind of stuff, and like the Hebra Mountains, and like from Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay. So
they
they're
like
slamming in
introduce
everything.
a lot of the new things in there, but it works really well. So I've been having a really good time. The only thing I wish that when you go to your notebook to look at all the items you've collected,
right?
The sort feature is not very good. Like I really want like a monster like encyclopedia Pokedex thing,
right?
You know, like that would be really cool to know if you missed something. You know?
Like blank spots in your like Monsterpedia thing.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because like I've watched a few like walkthroughs when I like if there's a puzzle I got stuck on.
Right.
And like the way they solve it is different than the way I solve it because they have this item and I'm like, what is that? What are they spawning? Like I have no idea when did I miss that? You know.
Well, that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm a big fan of Breath of the Wild. We all were, but I beat the game without watching any videos, and then after I beat the game, I watched a couple.
Yeah.
And it was like watching people tackle puzzles differently was like so exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan when they offer that kind of thing. Maybe it jacks up the difficulty if you don't have that item.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you jammed your way through it. That's really cool.
Yeah. I really really like how the echoes change the platforming. Like, I know it looks silly in some of the commercials and stuff when it's like, spawn a bunch of beds in the middle of the desert and you can jump on that ledge. But, like, it's actually really, really fun when you actually do it. And, like, think of the different ways you can get up there, even though you only have, like, X amount of points you can use to spawn stuff.
Wow.
So
I want to play this game now.
It's really fun.
I think you might have sold me. The trailer didn't initially excite me, but everything you're saying actually, the maybe false open world or semi-open world sounds exciting, but it funnels you into where you need to go, and then like tackling puzzles in different ways. That's exciting to me.
Yeah, and it's got like the Pokemon-y Pikmin-y vibes, which make it really fun.
You're right.
Just like a different way to play Zelda. So.
Well, last question: when if you killed an enemy and now you can spawn it or whatever, do they also attack you?
No.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, that was my last question. Great. Here's my prediction. I think you're going to beat this game.
I think I will, too.
I think you're going to beat it. I want you to beat it and report back about how it was the best Zelda you've ever played. I
think I'm halfway through.
Damn.
Because I did the first 2 things, but I did more than that. I just didn't know how spoilery it was.
Okay.
So.
And I guess, where would you rank? You haven't beat the game.
No.
But where would you rank this now of your top, we're going to say top 5 Zeldas, top 5?
Top 5?
Top 5. Does this make the top 5?
It maybe 5.
Okay.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like Ocarina of Time, obviously. Breath of the Wild. Link Between Worlds. Maybe. I could see it hovering around there.
Edging its way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, I actually didn't finish the Link's Awakening remake.
Right.
Well, I played Link's Awakening. And
Sure.
and I don't know, I didn't vibe with it nearly as much as I'm vibing with this.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Yeah, it's a different game. And
I like playing as Zelda.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's
Right.
really fun.
Speaking of that, Tears of the Kingdom, when they announced that, I thought Zelda was going to be the character. And
Yeah.
I'm still upset it wasn't Zelda because it seemed like that was the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, especially the way they set it up in like Breath of the Wild, that like granted all that was memories
Sure.
in Breath of the Wild, but like she's also doing her own adventure, like trying to like solve the problems and doing the Sheikah Slate shit until
Sure.
she gets like stuck in the castle basically. Like she's doing her own shit. So
Guys, that should have been it. I mean, that would have been sweet to Link finally fails and she's like, come on, that would have been a perfect opportunity. Well, all the same, I'm happy she has her own game that's not made for the Panasonic CDI, and she has her own shit finally because she deserves it. It's her legend after all. It's not his. All right, he's not the main character.
everyone calls Link Zelda anyways, who doesn't
That's
play
right.
much games. So
Yeah. Look at Zelda.
Hello, it's Dan Gorman, one of your trusty Chuhai Labs moderators, here again to tell you to play this shit. Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess is an inspired action RPG game from Capcom, taking elements of Japanese folklore and yokai into its style. And what I like about this game is how unique it is from top to bottom. It's part hack and slash action RPG. It also heavily incorporates tower defense and real-time strategy unit management mechanics. There's also exploration and base building layers to this game as well. It reminds me a lot of Xbox 360 era games, non-derogatory, in that it mishmashes a bunch of disparate game styles together with layers and really wow-worthy visual style on top. Games these days are afraid to get weird, I feel like, get janky or break the mold, and I appreciate that about this game. There's menus that don't look like every other modern game menu. The gameplay is familiar but different and surprising. This game was a day one Game Pass edition on Xbox, and though it's a major release from Capcom, I feel like a lot of players, it just kind of came and went for them. So definitely check this out. That's it for today. Don't forget to join the Chuhai Labs Discord, and as always, play good games.
now it's time for the main topic, and that's of course Tokyo Game Show.
Tokyo Game Show. Holy shit! We just got back. This is what number Tokyo Game Show is this for you?
For me,
Yeah.
3.
Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we went up to Tokyo last week to check it out. We weren't showing anything. We were just there on business. And we were there mostly for meetings and networking and all that other shit. But we did go to the business day. For those that don't know, and I'm sure you all know, Tokyo Game Show is the largest trade show here in Japan. It's been going for 25, 30 years. I don't even know. It's in Chiba, which is just outside of Tokyo.
It's where Disneyland is.
It's where Disneyland is, and it's massive as a motherfucker. I'm gonna say it's one of the let's say top 5 biggest events.
It's huge.
It's in giant warehouses, 8 warehouses plus 9 actually.
9. Yeah, there's 9 halls.
9 halls, and each one of those is bigger than each one of those is about the size of PAX East. Each one, roughly. What?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, but she just likes PAX East a lot, so shit. But I just mean to say it's very motherfucking
It's
big.
big.
It's very fucking big. And this year, just like every other year, there's going to be the giant mega Capcom booths. There's going to be the giant Konami, the giant whatever. So, what was it like going to your 3rd TGS? How was it?
It was great. There was a lot of, always there's really fun booths, really great things to look at,
Sure.
and fun games to play. Was really excited to see the new Yakuza stuff there.
Oh shit! Yeah, you are a huge Yakuza
Yeah,
fan,
because they announced it just a few days before.
right?
like TGS, and then they had like the whole booth there. It's a new Pirate Majima game.
Oh shit!
So like that looks really cool. So I was really excited to see that. I didn't really expect it to be there because
Yeah.
they had just announced it.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. So let's just recap what we did then. Start of the week, Tokyo Game Show. Before it, lots of people from all around the world come in to check this bad boy out. So that means there's a lot of people arrive early. And we attended a couple of business kind of parties, networking things. One from our friends over at 8-4, the famous localization house / publisher. They're doing the new Deltarune game. We went to their business party. We also went to I host a party called Video Game Prom, one of the greatest parties in the world. You get to dress up and look nice. There's a
really
king
fun.
and queen. And we also went to some smaller, just straight up boozing events. I want to talk about the thing that's actually relevant to us because in those mega booths, in those mega halls, most of that stuff is like super corporate.
yes.
Like I said, the Konami and the Capcoms. Also, side note, we took our photos at the PAL World. We rode a PAL.
Rode a pal.
Which one was it?
I have no idea. The big flying
I'm
one.
gonna call him Skimpy. All right,
Old Skimpy.
Yeah, we got to do that. But the thing that was actually relevant to us was outside of the mega halls, there's also like an indie hall, indie/merch. But it was really nice to see how massive that's become.
Yeah, I feel like my first TGS, that was only like, 2 rows or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
And now it was like 10. Like,
It felt endless.
Yeah.
There was like titles from all around the world. A shitload. It was almost overwhelming. I'd say it was overwhelming. There's quite a plethora of amazing stuff happening right now.
there's no shortage of indie games.
Yeah, shoot. Oh
So
no.
many.
Oh no. But one thing that I wanted to call out in particular was every year they have a furniture section,
Oh, yeah.
gaming furniture, and typically it's been like SteelSeries chairs or it's been Herman Miller chairs. It's a trade show, so they're gonna have that kind of stuff. They're not for sale per se, but they're like big picture marketing this shit. But this year it was absolutely fucking huge. The furniture section,
Yeah.
including IKEA or IKEA for you Europeans.
I think it's the same in Japan.
I don't care. I know. Anyway, the IKEA area. IKEA now has their own gaming lifestyle,
Yeah.
and we spent quite a bit of time there, mostly because of me, because I was I like IKEA and all, but it was very strange to see IKEA basically see that there's a hole in the market, and they can be like, we're gonna dress up your entire gaming room. You just come to us, and we're gonna dress you the fuck up. So that was like actually kind of cool. It felt like if you've been to IKEA, they always have the fake rooms, and it was just a big fake room. Of here's what your room could look like.
It's pretty great.
It was pretty sweet.
And right next to that was the Nitori booth, which is basically IKEA but made in Japan. And
Yeah.
but they're doing like a whole Monster Hunter collab right now.
Right,
too. So there was
right.
like a Monster Hunter themed like Nitori fake room.
Yeah. Okay. This is a personal opinion. They didn't sell me the lifestyle quite as much.
No.
Yeah.
No. IKEA's got a vibe.
Yeah, there was a straight up vibe. You walked in and you're like, oh, this is what you could literally imagine what your room looks like, and it's not embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
You could take somebody over and be like, hey, cool room. But some of the other spaces didn't quite hit that for me. But I would say if I was a Monster Hunter fan and I liked desk chairs, then that would have been
That's the one.
That would have been great. So that was like really strange to me that like furniture is becoming big. And so my question to you, this is just a hypothetical. What do you think's next? We got furniture, like there.
Snacks. Gaming snacks.
Are there gaming snacks?
Sure. Monster energy drinks. Well, actually, Monster does have a booth at TGS.
And literally the biggest
Yeah.
it's just free Monster all for anyone who attends.
Yeah.
yeah, what do you think? What do you think is what Megacorp is going to step in and be like? We can do gaming too, like cars. Are there going to be cars that have like get this gaming car for all your gaming needs?
It wouldn't surprise me if there was like a Tesla booth or something.
Right. Yeah. And so it just makes me think that there will be more companies kind of penetrating that marketplace. And
I mean, there's a lot of gamers out there. The gaming industry, like, it's huge. It like what rivals movies or beats it.
Yeah. I mean, thanks to mobile, it like beats it by a long shot.
Oh yeah. If you include mobile, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm sure a lot of different industries are going to want a little slice of that.
I mean, yeah, they're all
Game
rubbing
and
their hands
pie.
like, where can we make money? But
And
I
we
mean,
have like a Domino's pizza booth.
I mean,
I would be okay with that.
yo, free slices? Like, yeah, all right. Which of all the mega pizza chains is that the one you'd want? Not Little Caesars? Hot
I mean,
and ready?
Domino's is worldwide though.
Right. All right.
Little Caesars is only in the U.S., I think.
Well, whatever.
But it does have the cute little mascot, and he goes, "Pizza, pizza."
Pizza. Great fucking. No, but yeah. So back to the TGS though. Overall, you've been to 3.
Mm-hmm.
How would you rate this?
This year was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, good job.
Riveting.
Yeah.
Stuff. It just felt like the indie presence was way bigger than prior years. So that
Right.
alone, I think, makes it so this one was pretty top notch.
Yeah, sure. One thing that I found to be really smart, as you approach the giant hall, there's giant ads everywhere.
Yeah.
And every single person of the hundreds of thousands of people, they have to walk past all these things,
Yeah.
and before they even get into the trade show, they see these ads, and there was 2 like absolutely fucking huge ads for Doom, the new Doom,
Mm-hmm.
and then the new Indiana Jones. Both of those games were not playable, they were not available,
Yeah.
but they had the I don't know, wherewithal to
Huge ad.
huge ads, and before you even get into the thing, you're already taking photos of
Yeah.
these huge ads. And to be honest, I was like, oh shit, am I gonna get to play Doom? Of course not. They were smarter than that, but it was a great move, and I'll be honest, that seems like that's maybe a better use of money.
I was just thinking that, like, you don't have to staff the booth, and if you don't have a playable ready for the public, then, like, why not? It's probably a similar price to, like, if, those giant booths on the inside, which
Right.
those companies would have.
Right.
Like, it's got to be similar price, but you don't have to staff it, and you don't have to, like, do all the logistics that go with having a booth.
I mean, each one of these booths run millions of bucks.
It's so expensive.
Millions. So I would say it's got to be cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Like it's still expensive.
Yeah.
I would assume it's going to cost $50,000, if not more.
Yeah. If not, way more. Yeah.
For that one advertisement.
Yeah.
Probably way more.
Way more.
But the booth space in like a Capcom thing, that was sprawling. Like,
Yeah, it was really
like
big.
50 computers. There was one thing that I thought you would appreciate, or you did appreciate, was the 30th anniversary of the PlayStation.
Oh, they had it set up so like museum-like
Right.
for the Pro and all the different controllers or the 30th anniversary controller,
Right.
and then they had the original PlayStation. Because if you guys haven't seen the 30th anniversary like lineup, it's all that like PlayStation gray, and it's all like a big
gorgeous.
throwback. It's really, really,
Gorgeous.
really pretty.
Yeah, they had such a great display. I don't own a PlayStation, but like that was exciting.
Yeah,
the new controller's cool as
It's-
fuck.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
I bought the last anniversary one. Maybe was it 20th? No, must have been 15th or. It doesn't matter. 25th. Some other big anniversary.
Yeah.
But the PS4 version of the PS1 colors.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And that one was really, really nice. So this just looks even better.
And you lucked out because we went out drinking on Thursday, and you got to meet the designer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just casually.
I showered him in compliments
Like, you
for
did
that
a good
30th
job.
anniversary
Yeah,
system.
yeah. That was cool because like I when I saw him at the drink up or whatever, like I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, Ryan? What's up, dude?
Yeah.
But yeah. I think it was a really great event. It was nice to catch up with a lot of folks because being down here in Kyoto, I think sometimes we forget just how many motherfuckers there are and like game developers, and it's really nice to get catch up for us with our Tokyo pals. So that was That was great. I would rate this as I would say this was my favorite Tokyo Game Show.
Wow, yeah. And you've been to more than I have.
I think I've been to 8 or 9. Yeah, I really, really had a good time. I think I was only hungover one day. It was a big day. It was
it was the hangover day.
I was sweating that one out. But I mean, that's the price you pay. All right, like because But Tokyo Game Show overall, fucking fantastic. We'll go there next year. We didn't get to make a video this year because we were busy. We were doing business. But you know what? Maybe next year.
For sure, next year. And now it's time for the news. First up, friend of the show and former Chuhai employee Liam Edwards and the guys over at Denki Works officially announced their next project. During the Xbox showcase at TGS this year, Tanuki Pond Summer had its official reveal trailer showing off some adorable animations and some fun BMX gameplay. Go on a summer adventure delivering packages, fishing, and more.
Did you just do their copy?
I wrote that. Yeah.
Go on summer adventures, delivering packages, and more.
You can have that for free, Liam.
Yeah. So you deliver packages like drugs? Like you did
packages, wink.
Yeah. You're a drug mule.
It looks so cute.
Yeah, it's very cute.
The if you haven't seen the trailer yet, go check it out because the trailer's super well done and it's so cute. And really happy for the guys.
Yeah, really proud of those guys. Like their publisher, Critical Reflex, has been getting them helping getting them into a lot of cool things. And it seems like he started with us on Curse to Golf, but man, he's grown up.
Yeah,
he's got his own little company right here in town. He's doing great things. I applaud you, Liam. I applaud you. So check that out. Go wishlist it, right? Go wishlist that bad boy right away. Big ups to Liam. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And next up, Sega and RGG recently announced their latest entry into the Like a Dragon series, and it's definitely not what we were all expecting. Uh-oh. Fan favorite Goro Majima becomes a pirate captain in Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. That's a title.
Yarg.
And it apparently leaked a few months ago, but it was so ridiculous that nobody believed it, which is great.
Right.
And it's slated for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC February 28th next year.
So it's not DLC.
Nope, it's its own game.
It's a standalone thing, and it sounds like, so it's in Hawaii.
Yep.
It sounds like they found what they need to do.
Yeah.
It's like it's a spin-off of a mainline game? Okay. Is it a spin-off, or is it technically...
it's so wild that I don't know. I assume it's a spin-off.
Right.
But, the trailer, it's really cute. It kind of starts how Infinite Wealth started, the trailer, where Majima wakes up on a beach and he's like, the fuck am I,
Right.
And he gets poked awake by this kid who has a pet tiger, and it's really confusing. But then, he meets some pirates, and then obviously in true Majima style, he becomes the leader of the pirates. So I'm really excited.
I'm excited for you. I should get, I only played 0. And I didn't play that much because I got to a boss that was very frustrating. Mm-hmm. But I did like everything I played. So maybe I should... Is this game going to be turn-based?
I don't think so. I think it's the beat-em-up style, yeah.
I'm back in. I'm in.
I love that they were in one of the recent gameplay trailers, they were talking about the two stances. Because in the beat 'em up ones, you normally have two fighting stances that you can choose from, the different fighting styles. And so his nickname is Mad Dog Majima because he's fucking crazy.
Mad Dog.
So his styles are Mad Dog and Sea Dog.
Mad Dog and Sea Dog.
Because now you make him walk the plank. I don't know.
Walk the plank.
And I just hope it just is full of dumb pirate nonsense, and it will be if there's a fighting style called Sea Dog already.
I hope there's a convenience store on this high seas. I think by becoming a pirate game, they open themselves up to basically do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. And I hope that it has fun sea battles and stuff, because I remember when Assassin's Creed did Black Flag,
right.
And then later Odyssey, where you had the big ship battles and
sure.
Going around the islands by ship. It was
right.
really fun.
I was
feeling they're going to do something like that.
I feel like that makes more. That's logical, right? The
yeah.
Assassin's Creed thing. To me, this seems more like The Simpsons and then Futurama. It's in that by going to space, Futurama, they open themselves up. They can do whatever the fuck they want, and by becoming a pirate, they can break all their rules. They've set the rules in stone, but then they've said, okay, now we can do even more wild fucking nonsense. So I'm pretty excited for you.
I'm really excited. I wonder. I have a theory.
Okay.
That I wonder if you beat the game, like the story mode, like if it was all a dream, and now they can literally do whatever they want and not have to mess with the main timeline.
Yeah, that's what
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they could just as easily he's sleeping right now. And
Yeah.
like it's all a dream. Or you're right, like you said, like they can go off the rails with this. And to me, this means there's going to be they already have other things planned. It means they like in space or like future. It seems like they can do whatever they want now by letting fans know like there are no rules.
Yeah.
So that's really, really cool.
I'm super excited for it. So, they already have a release date, February. So,
all right.
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. And last up, in film news,
We've never done that. We've never done that.
Which we never do.
Yeah.
Director of The Void and Psycho Gorman, Steven Kostanski, new film came out today. Frankie Freako?
Frankie Freako.
A lo-fi puppet madness film is hitting theaters as we speak. And why is this news? It isn't. But you know what? It probably is for Mark.
Yeah, it is. It is news for me. Okay, so I rarely ask Kinsey to jam in some news, but this one is really special to me.
I watched the trailer this morning.
Yeah, it's fucking adorable. It's a little puppet nonsense movie. But the reason it's so important is because my very first time in Japan, in Tokyo, I traveled to Tokyo in order to go see this director's previous movie, and I'm wearing their T-shirt. They used to be called Astron 6. It's 5 guys. I don't know why, but so
See, like the invisible investor.
yeah, exactly. But they kind of they've been going not their separate ways, but like one of the directors, he's been doing a bigger Hollywood push, and I'm really jazzed about this one because he's bringing a lot of the old gang back from Astron 6.
Oh, cool.
And so for me, it's very personal because I'm hoping that they have a Japanese premiere. But for everyone else, it is premiering today, the time you watch this in your country, if your country is the United States or Canada. But it's a great film for people that like absolutely absurd bullshit. It's puppets, it's Muppets, it's disgusting, and it's silly.
It's very Garbage Pail Kids.
It's very Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
Like Garbage Pail Kids if it was shot in an expensive basement.
Yeah.
Like it's I can't wait for it. If you haven't seen his other film, Psycho Gorman, that's another absolute must. So it's Garbage Pail Kids meets Office Space. I think that's the two things. But
I like both of those things.
Yeah. So anyway, that's news that I wanted to jam in. Big ups to you guys, Astron 6 and Steven Kostanski. Fucking A, man. I love it. I love it.
And now it's time for Call Me Up, where we answer your questions from Discord. If you ever want to ask us a question
what do you do?
that we'll probably answer on the show,
we'll see.
Go to Discord, Too High Labs,
Yes.
scroll down to Call Me Up, and write it there.
Scroll down, write it, press enter.
Scroll down, click on it.
Oh,
and write
shit.
it. I know.
Too
Now
many
you're
fucking
lost.
sets.
I'm so sorry.
What's the first question, Kinsey Burke?
First question is from Alex Kind of Cares. What's the best video game for Halloween, and why is it Night in the Woods?
Okay.
You are correct. Because, I don't think you've played Night in the Woods, but
Nope.
it has like super like fall autumnal vibes.
Autumnal.
That's Mark's word of the week.
It is, yes.
And it feels very, I don't know, Over the Garden Wall. If you've seen that, it has similar vibes.
Okay.
And it's just like small town, autumn, Halloween-y, like mystery solving.
Cool. That sounds pretty sweet. For me, it would be Project Zomboid. I briefly played it with your husband. Because it's a zombie game, because it's scary, because it's you can play it with all your buddies. It's horrifying, and I want to know the secret.
And you should also play Halloween Forever.
And
Available right now on the Nintendo Switch.
For a limited time, forever.
Yeah. That one does have good Halloween vibes, though. I mean mostly because you play as a pumpkin and you barf up candy corn. So perfect Halloween.
It's Halloween. That's the best one. Buy it. We see a very small amount of that money because, whatever. Come on, hook us up. It doesn't go to our salaries, just so you know. But yeah, hook us up.
And bonus question.
Uh-oh.
Does Chew High Labs have any upcoming announcements for 2025 that you can share? Announcements, yes. Share, no. Sorry. Next up.
Like, how could we share an announcement for 2025 in 2024?
We're living in the future.
This sentence is in the future. It's fucked up.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. And next up, we have a question from Cupcake. This podcast is always focused on what is legally the best, but what are illegally the best games? Like ROM hacks, unlicensed games, pirate versions, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, shit. This is my territory.
Yeah.
Recently, there was, I think 2 weeks ago, there was a fantastic ROM hack of Mario 3 called Mario Adventure 3. Glorious ROM hack. Check that one out. Then there's also, for Link to the Past, one of my favorites is called Another World. Shit, I don't remember. That's another like total conversion, basically. It makes the game, if you're obsessed with Link to the Past like I am, you can play it again. Then there's another, oh shit, there's so many fucking good ones. This is my speed. I wish I had written all of them down. There's an upcoming one for Super Mario World called Super Mario CD, and that's a total conversion of Super Mario World, but it pretends to be a Famicom CD game. There is no Famicom CD.
What it would be,
and I think you've seen the trailer, but
Yeah.
it's absolutely fucking stunning. There's a demo for it right now. You can check that out. There's so many that I can't think of. I love all of them. I think one of my absolute favorites was a total conversion of Half-Life, and that became a game called Day of Defeat, which is a World War II game, and that then became an officially licensed game. Like people at Valve loved it so much that it became licensed, and I mean that's the shit.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, this is something that speaks to me dearly. So I want us to make a ROM hack of a game called Mario, and I want to call it Super Chuhario Brothers. That's the best I got. All right.
Friend of the show, John Riggs.
Yeah.
He made a ROM hack of a game I don't remember years ago, and he made new like art for it and everything,
Yeah.
and it was Kinsey's Beer Run.
Oh.
And it's just me collecting beers, and it's pretty great.
You're the main character?
Yeah.
Why don't we have that? Why don't we fucking have that at the studio?
Kinsey's Beer Run.
Can you get that, and then we fucking play that at the studio next week for our 4th anniversary next week party? You know what I mean? Can we do that?
Yeah, I think I brought it.
The cart?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Or just the ROM.
Oh, that's a good idea. I don't have the ROM, but I bet he does.
Yeah.
And I guess for unlicensed games, it always makes me think of like NES because
Sure.
there's so many
Yeah,
unlicensed
yeah.
games for NES. And like I remember like my husband used to collect NES, and it would always be like unlicensed set or licensed set. Which
Right,
ones
right,
do you
right.
count? So, and then of course like shareware. I played so much shareware when I was a kid.
Sure.
I don't know if that falls into quite this category, but
No,
I don't know.
it doesn't.
I don't know. I feel like I got a lot of PC games just like from my dad's friend at his work.
Yeah, maybe those are copies.
Yeah.
But I mean, the shareware is meant. The word
It's
share
meant
is.
to-
It's yeah.
it came in like magazines. And
Yeah,
stuff,
of course, and it was like $5 on a rack, and you could play Jazz Jackrabbit the first 10 stages or whatever the fuck. Like that shit was sweet.
Yeah, that's cool. Awesome.
Another classic. It's just Super Kart Fighter. You ever play that one?
No.
It's a ROM hack of Lord knows what, but it's Super Mario Kart for NES, but it's a fighter. It's awesome in theory.
Yeah.
And it's like really gorgeous, but it is a hot mess. It's, yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for asking the questions, and you know what? Ask us more.
That thing.
Nasty Labs.
All right, that's all the time we have. Thanks so much. What?
You caught me off guard there. Carve Snowboarding is out now on the Oculus Quest, Halloween Forever on Switch, eShop. Buy Kirsta Golf on pretty much all the things. That's your phrase.
Yep, and buy our merch. You can go to the Yeti, Sanchi, Lost and Cult to get the new vinyl. We have all kinds of merch out there that you can get from all of our pretty cool games.
Yeah, that's and if you ever happen to be in Kyoto and want to hit us up, you can get one of our exclusive patches that are only available if you come and visit us. But hit us up beforehand, because otherwise I don't want you coming through my doors. I'll whip your ass. You can find me on social media at the Henry Demos. Kinsey, where can we find you? And also, how do we say goodbye on this episode?
So you can find me at Kinzilla, Knsdilla, on pretty much all the things, but mostly Instagram and Twitter. And you can find Chuhai Labs at Chuhai Labs on all the things. And as always, thanks to all of you for listening. You are legally the best, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
Iron Meat.
Iron Meat.
That's cool. It's a good name. It's fun to say.
Kind of gross.
It's kind of gross.
Is it penis?